Cancers, welcome to your reading. Welcome to the Third Eye Cancer Tarot channel. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. While I was doing your pre-shuffle, I was picking up on the energy of you being in a very alluring energy. So people may be coming up to you at this time. You may be experiencing, pets or people or just those that are around you could be in a more clingy mood. This could be include your coworkers or your family or your friends or your lover or partner. So that may be the mood right now. I did see a very alluring energy for you. You may be attracting others right now, whether you intend to or not. Let's see if that energy comes out in your reading. Holy Spirit, ancestors, and spirit guides, what messages do you have for Cancer today? What messages do you have for my Cancers? Cancers. And you guys can have Cancer anywhere in your birth chart for this reading to resonate, okay? Doesn't matter. Past, present, future energy. What messages do you have for my Cancers? Cancers. Okay, it says, your beliefs may be challenged shortly as you find yourself in a period of transformation. What you believed was the correct path for you may now not be so clear. So what this is telling me is that right now you guys could be at a crossroads, or you're going through some kind of a change, and it could be in anywhere in your life. This could be presently. This could be happening in the near future, or this may have already happened or started to begin for you. But you're in the middle of some kind of a change, a life change, where the things that you thought once before, they no longer apply money-wise. Okay, I thought I wanted this job, I wanted to do this thing, I wanted this career. That no longer exists. It could be in regards to your religion, your spirituality, your familial beliefs, your values, family, what it is that you feel like in regards to your friends, or how you want to live a certain lifestyle. Maybe you thought, being a certain size or a certain weight was what was your goal, or, it doesn't really matter. Whatever your beliefs are, there's something about something that you believe very strongly at one point. You're changing how you think and feel about something in particular. Underneath that, we have a betrayal will come from an unexpected source. So this is what's going to trigger you to change your beliefs in a certain area. So you're going to experience some kind of a hardship or a betrayal from someone that's going to cause you to go through a transformation. Now, like I said, this could have already happened to you. You may have already experienced the change. Tell me more about this, Spirit. What other messages do you have for you? So let's keep that right there. Let's see what else Spirit has. And it says specifically a betrayal and from an unexpected source. So this is going to come like all of a sudden out of nowhere. Something is going to happen. It's going to trigger you to change completely how you think and feel about something. What else? What else for my Cancers? Oh, we got two messages. So you'll be entering a transitional phase in which you may feel restless. Oh, wow. So this is all connected. Things may seem complicated at this time, but these changes are needed to help you move forward in your journey. So Cancers, this is saying that you're going through some kind of a change, or you recently went through some kind of a change, or you will go through a change. It's going to be triggered by some kind of a betrayal from someone or something that's totally unexpected. It's going to cause you to feel restless. It's going to challenge you to change who you are. I feel like this is going to be some kind of a life-changing journey. It's going to take time for you to get over whatever this betrayal is. It's going to set you on a completely different path. It's going to change your life and how you think and feel. And then, wow, look at this. An energy of conflict approaches. Try to maintain a calm, cool, and collected demeanor at this time. So depends on, where you are in your particular journey. And those of you who watch this may not have encountered this yet. You may have gone through it already and you're in the middle of this transition. So let's just dig more deeply into whatever this betrayal was that caused you to be set on this path here. But you're definitely going through a change. It will expand you. Underneath the deck, we have a time of expansion and strengthening of your spiritual abilities is near. So what this is saying is that this whole experience that you've gone through or will go through, it's going to challenge your beliefs in regards to your spirituality. It's going to cause you to grow. It is a conflict, right? Because betrayal is going to cause conflict. This could be between a person, an organization, or whatever. And it's going to challenge you in ways that you didn't feel like you would ever be challenged before. But it's going to strengthen your spiritual abilities. Okay. And that's what led you to this video. That is what led you to this video. So I'm either going to be preparing you for what's to come, or I'm going to be helping you to embrace the change as you're going through this. Okay, that's the whole purpose of you finding this video. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull some tarot. This could be in regards to some kind of a relationship or partnership. I just saw the Lovers in reverse. Holy Spirit, ancestors, and spirit guides. Yep, look, Seven of Swords. That's the betrayal right there. Look at that. This could be in regards to an air sign, or you could have air strongly in your chart, but you don't have to. Doesn't have to be the case. But when I split the deck here on the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords, I feel like you guys are just coming out of your head and seeing something for what it is. So you may still be in a state of like shock. This could be in regards to a Gemini, or you could have strong Gemini in your chart, or you could just be simply in a manifestation phase. Holy Spirit, ancestors, and spirit guides. What's the message that you want to share in regard? Ooh. What's the message that you want to share in regards to this betrayal? What's the message you want to share in regards to this betrayal for my Cancers? What's this betrayal about for my Cancers? Well, whatever it was major because it changed your entire life. It put you on a completely different path. Under the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be in regards to a work situation or possibly a third party. Doesn't have to be a cheating thing or whatever. This could have definitely impacted your finances, or potentially maybe like a contract or a work situation. Tell me more about this betrayal here. Okay, wow. King of Swords came right out. So this could be you, or this could be the person that betrayed you here. We have a King of Swords and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So somebody discovered something here, and we have the Three of Pentacles under the deck. Tell me about the King of Swords, Spirit. Who is this King of Swords? 7-7. Cancers. So what this is telling me is that somebody made a very long decision. Somebody took a long time, Cancers, to make a decision about something. There was a lot of confusion here. Somebody was in their head, and it took them a long time to either discover something or make a decision in regards to ending something. Okay. So this is very interesting because the King of Swords here, and this could be your energy, or this could be the energy of someone else, but the King of Swords is a very decisive person. This is someone who is very methodical. They make swift decisions. They're very fair and just, and they use logic. Okay, this is somebody who uses strategy and logic, right? So when the King of Swords comes up, this is an upright, no doubt. This is somebody who makes quick, fair, just, methodical decisions, okay? Which is directly in contradiction with the Seven of Cups in reverse, because this card talks about being very indecisive, okay? And even being anxious to make a decision, right? Having so many options that it's you basically paralyzed. You can't do anything. But you maybe finally do make a decision, right? But with the Seven of Pentacles here, this card talks about waiting a long time, being in a place where you're dissatisfied with whatever it is that you've been waiting on and working towards for so long. And so what this is basically telling me is, and I feel like the King of Swords, it probably is your energy, no doubt, but I feel like well, it can be your energy or it could be somebody else's energy, but I feel like whoever this person is, they took a very long time to finally make a final decision to end something. Okay. Somebody took a very long time to end something, make a decision to finally put something to bed, because whatever it was that was going on here, and that's why I feel like it was your energy, because this card is showing that you were the one who was betrayed. This situation needed to come to an end because it was very unfortunate. Okay. And it may have ended too late. It may have ended cutting whatever off, cutting whatever this betrayal is, cutting this off. It caused a very misfortunate event to happen, or the misfortune had already taken place. Okay. So this was something that caused, I feel like, some kind of an effect, like a snowball effect. Tell me more about what happened here. Yeah, here, see, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It just feels like somebody took a long time to make some kind of a decision. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. The year 1977 may be significant here. Yeah, with the World card in reverse, this is telling me that somebody avoided to make a change very late in the game. Very late in the game. And if this King of Swords is not you, Cancers, then this could be somebody that you're dealing with, possibly an air sign. Possibly an air sign, where you may feel, or this person may feel, like there's some kind of an unfinished business. Okay, like there's no closure here. There is no ending. There's somebody who may feel like things ended prematurely, even though they really didn't, or somebody feels like they made a decision too quickly in a state of confusion and are dealing with the consequences of whatever it is that they have done or ended in silence. And I feel like there's a double backing energy, like somebody wants to double back on whatever it is that was done. I don't feel like that was your energy. I don't feel like that is your energy. Tell me about this King of Swords. Okay, angry man, change of environment in reverse. Tell me about the King of Swords. What's this in regards to for my Cancers? I just saw DNA. This could be a family member. We have angry woman, marriage. You may have been married to this person, or in some kind of a serious contract or relationship with this person. Tell me more about the King of Swords and what happened here. Who's the King of Swords? Okay. Okay, anxious woman in reverse. Tell me about the King of Swords. Okay, sibling rivalry and competition, and I quit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sibling rivalry. Cancers, this could be somebody that was a family member. Could be a sibling. I saw DNA, so this could definitely be somebody in your family. If not family, somebody that you were definitely close to. With I quit here, I'm also getting this could be somebody that you work with as well. Tell me more about the King of Swords. What's their energy? What's their energy for my Cancers? On the grind, country life. Cancers, why do I feel like you're in your King of Swords energy, a very masculine energy here? You may have strong air in your chart. You should check your birth chart. Because I feel like there's something here about somebody choosing to, why do I get exile themselves? There's two references here in terms of like growing and cultivating off the grid. I feel like you have made a decision, or someone else, to separate yourself from a situation here because you felt like it was unhealthy. There's some kind of a competition, and you're choosing to separate yourself. Because it was toxic. This could be in a work environment. This is going to be different for all of you, okay? And there could be a Virgo involved. This could be something that took place at a work environment. I'm getting a lot of confusion. You know what the energy is that I'm getting, Cancers? I'm getting like the energy of like somebody who works in a corporate environment or a business environment, or somebody who's doing something that they don't like. And all of a sudden, you know what, they just decided, you know what, I can't take this. I don't want to be in this environment. It's too competitive. There's too many microaggressions. You know, I don't want to be involved in this. I'd rather just go off, live a more simple life someplace else. I don't want to be involved in this. I want to have a different career. Mm-hmm. This I quit is a very definitive, like, I'm done. Mm-hmm. So for each one of you, this is going to be different. You know, you put in a lot of time, money, and energy into whatever it is that this is, but you finally decided that, you know what, I can't take it anymore. But there's something here about a lack of closure. Something's not finished here. Something isn't finished. Tell me about the betrayal. Tell me about the betrayal. What happened here to Cancers? Tell me about the betrayal. We have analytical smart man in reverse. And then we have Make-A-Wish Cinderella story. So there's an analytical smart man here in the energy. This could be this air sign, or doesn't have to be. This could be you, but there is a smart analytical man in the midst of this reading. So this person here is not very smart or analytical, or they are smart and analytical, but they're not presenting that way. There's something about this person that's distorted. They may have done something to you. I feel like this is a person that possibly could have caused the betrayal, and This person may have done something to you. They could have used their smarts and their analytical skills to try to do something toward you. What did this person do? What did this person do? We've seen the DNA card. What does this person do? Cancers, this could be somebody in your family. Or this person could have put you in competition with somebody else. This could also be somebody at your job, Cancers. This could be job, family. I'm not getting so much relationship. I'm getting like, you know what? I'm getting the energy of like a boss. I am getting the energy of someone who is in charge. Quite possibly a situation where you could have put time and energy into a place. You could be waiting. This person could be waiting to do something, possibly not doing right by you. If this is like, say, an employer, this would be somebody who is a very smart person, but they don't, promote you, or you're dealing with competition at work. There could be something like you may feel like you're overworking, you're not getting paid enough for whatever it is that you're doing, or you're not happy with what it is that you're doing, and you're questioning whether or not to stay or to leave. This could actually be happening right now, and you could just be contemplating this. This person could be contemplating this, for possibly getting rid of you, firing you, letting you go, demoting you, something like that. Or there could be something going on in your work life. This is either work and or family. This could be work, family, or love, but I'm getting more so like work. Tell me about this smart man in reverse. What do they do to my Cancers? How are they involved with my Cancers in regards to this betrayal? Illusion, polyamorous. Okay, so if this is in regards to love, then this person had options, okay? They didn't act in a very smart way. You could have discovered this. This person could have been married or involved in some kind of case. There could have been some kind of illusion that this person was putting before you. There could have been children involved, but that's not for everyone. Tell me about this analytical smart man in reverse and the betrayal. We have snooping around, nosy, rosy. Yeah, somebody was trying to hide something from you. This person could also be, yeah, this person is trying to hide. This person could be trying to snoop around on you to see if you're in a polyamorous situation, or if you're talking to multiple people, or they could just be hiding the fact that they have this multiple people that they're talking to. You could have found this out. This could also be a boss. Like, say if this could also be like, if this isn't a love specific relationship, this could be somebody that constantly is like a micromanager. Yeah, an anxious man or something like that. Tell me about this smart man in reverse. This person could be wondering whether or not you're applying to try to other positions or something like that. They could be trying to catch you. Yeah, especially with the Seven of Cups here in reverse with polyamorous. This person could be, you could be in a situation like, say for instance, this is a boss or something like that. They could be wondering whether or not you are investing your time talking to other people on the job, not doing the job, or they could be questioning whether you're right for the job, or if you have your head in the clouds or something like that. Okay. Micromanager. Teenagers transition. Okay. I'm getting to this is separating out into two different areas. So for some of you, this is somebody that you dated who was dating multiple people or talking to other people. There could be children involved in that. There's some kind of betrayal coming in that way. This could be through somebody who has an air sign or somebody who has air in their chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Now I'm also getting that we have a father figure and or a boss or somebody here who's like a manager type who could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have strong air in their chart. Okay. Who is a micromanager who's constantly hovering. Okay. To see whether or not there's horseplay going on in the workplace or whether or not you're going to apply for other jobs or this or that. Okay. This could also be somebody that you already dealt with, some kind of a job that you already dealt with, and possibly you already quit because you felt like there was some kind of a competition going on here. Tell me about this sibling rivalry. Give me a card for sibling rivalry. Why is sibling rivalry here for Cancers? Yeah, there's a conflict here. You could possibly confront this person. Tell me about sibling rivalry. Sent from heaven a blessing. X returning. Yeah, so if this is in regards to a relationship, then you're going to break up with this person, or this person, you already split with this person. This person sees you as heaven sent and they want to return to you. I feel like I don't belong. There's also something here about you not feeling like you're appreciated because you're being put into competition or put in the middle of some kind of a dramatic situation here at work, or you feel like when you go to work, there's like competition or fighting or arguing, or you have to like, you feel like maybe you're alone and you have gifts. You feel like you have gifts that are being hidden or not being appreciated. Yeah, there could be somebody like there could be like a doppelganger at your work, or you could be like in some kind of a competitive situation here. You could also be working with younger people. You could have like there could be like a significant age difference here between you and the people that you work with. You may have more experience than you do, or you may be a younger person who is more gifted than the people that you work with, and you feel like you're in competition with your boss or something like that. There's something like that going on. There is something like that going on here. All right. Give me one more card for competition. Yeah, money in, money out. Money in, money out. That card came in reverse though. There's something here about, I'm hearing I don't need this job. That's what I just heard. I don't need this job. I don't need this opportunity. I don't need this contract. Right? I feel like I don't belong. I have plenty of gifts. I'm very gifted. Money in, money out in reverse. I can take my talents elsewhere. That's what this is telling me. I could go strike up a deal someplace else. So this could be in love. This could be in business, career, doesn't matter. So that's what I feel like is going on for you. So whatever conflict that arises from this is going to change your beliefs, possibly in how you make money, how you go about relationships, how you go about business partnerships, how you choose to go about making money, and how you choose to invest your time long term. It's not over for you here. We have the world in reverse. So there's something here about something not being closed out. So you could be in the middle of going through this right now. You could be feeling like you're alone with the Virgo here. I'm sorry, with the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. I feel like either you've gone through this or you will go through it. You're going through it right now. But how you feel about relationships, business, love, career, whatever, it's all going to change. And you are going to go through some kind of a transition, whether that's going to find another job or another relationship or embark on whatever it is that you're going to embark upon. And it's going to be triggered based on whatever this situation is here. And I'm getting a lot of different situations. It's different for all of you. For all of you. Okay. So tell me about this conflict here. What's the conflict that's going to arise? I just saw the death card. Tell me about this conflict that's coming towards my Cancers. Tell me about this conflict. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords in reverse. So what does that tell me? That's telling me that you're very independent, and you being an independent spirit is going to cause some kind of a disturbance for somebody else. That's what that means. Oh my God. Tell me why Cancers being in the Nine of Pentacles is going to cause conflict here for somebody. Okay. The Sun card. There's something here about you cultivating something. This could be a career. There's something about growth, gardening, possibly food. I feel like you're going to be focusing on your getting out in the sunlight more. You're going to be focusing on possibly getting out in your garden if you have one. I'm getting flowers. I'm getting greens, green vegetables, green garden, green clothes, green, lots of green. You may like green. Green could be a great color for you. You may look great in green and yellow. Something here about green, nature. Yeah, you're going to be happy. Yeah, you're going to be manifesting a new, you're going to be manifesting a new life. And people are going to see this, and this is not going to make them happy. That is so crazy. Cancers, as you start to focus more on your independence, your growth, your personal wealth and achievements, people are going to see this change in you, and it's going to trigger them that you're doing better. There could be a Leo involved, or an air sign like a Gemini, possibly a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, this is going to trigger someone. Yeah, you are going to heal yourself and go into some kind of a healing phase. And that's going to make someone feel like isolated. Why is that going to cause? Oh, there's a death card. Why is that? It's going to cause some kind of an ending. You know what? I feel Cancers too. I feel like the more you focus on yourself, the less attached you feel to this situation. Why is the World in reverse here for my Cancers? Why is the World in reverse here for my Cancers? You haven't closed this cycle out yet because you haven't really worked as hard on walking away from it. Okay. You need to, maybe some of you feel like you have closed this cycle out, but for some reason it's telling me that you haven't really closed this cycle out. This could be happening right now. So this could just literally be saying it's not finished yet. Something's not over yet. A cycle isn't closed yet. There's unfinished business. But you know what? Even though that the cycle may not be closed, you are going to move forward from it regardless. because it's not working out. It's not going to work out. It's like either way, whether you have the closure or you don't have the closure, you're still going to be moving forward. There is still a stuck energy though. You may need to go and see somebody, Cancers. I do feel like there is a stuck energy. You may need to go see someone. Because even though you may physically and mentally be moving on, there's something about spiritually, there's some kind of a conflict here. There's a lack of closure spiritually. Tell me about who Cancers are going to experience this conflict with. Okay, Four of Swords, Libra energy. There could be someone that who is a Libra, or somebody who has Libra in their chart, or somebody who isn't going to be saying anything. Yeah. They're not going to be saying anything, but they're not going to be able to move on from it either necessarily. Tell me about the Four of Swords. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. Cancers, there could be a Libra in your energy. Somebody here could be a Libra, or there could be like an air sign or something here, where there's some kind of a commitment that you had with this person, or you were involved or attached to this person. Some way, somehow. Didn't work out. There was conflict with this person. They're not saying anything to you, but they have not really spoken up about anything. I don't feel like this conflict is going to really touch you, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not going to spark back up again. It's not going to spark back up again. You're not going to give this relationship a second try, so it doesn't really even matter. And you're off doing your own thing, focused on your personal independence and happiness. Like, that's what you're manifesting. That's why Spirit is saying stay calm, cool, and collected, because it's not going to touch you. You may feel restless, but at the same time, you're still moving forward. So it doesn't even really matter. Tell me about the Hierophant in reverse for my Cancers. Why is that significant? Okay. So Cancers, whatever person that you were involved with or had this conflict with, it became overwhelming for you, and that's why you detached from it. Okay, it has something to do with this job and or this relationship here, and it just became too overwhelming, or it's become too overwhelming, and you possibly took too long to end it. And so now you're forced to have to recover. That's how I feel. There's something here about you having to recover from this. So the most important thing for you to do at this time is to focus on your health, your happiness, and your finances here. And I don't see anything here about a relationship. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this might take you a little bit longer than you expect as well to recover from this situation. I don't see a relationship here. I don't see love. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see I don't see marriage. I don't see a committed relationship. I just see you focused on self here with the Nine of Pentacles. I see you focused on health and happiness. If you have a child, I see it's you and your child. I see it's you and your children. You maybe want to have a child but maybe you don't want to be in a commitment. Or you may want to have a business, but you don't want a business partner. I'm getting that energy as well. This could also be a business partner. You could have lost money with this person. So yeah, so there's a time of expansion here, and that's why it says here in this card under the deck, a time of expansion and strengthening of your spiritual abilities is near. I see that. I do see that it's coming. It's going to take a little bit longer possibly than what you anticipated, but it's coming. Yeah. Okay. So tell me a little bit about what Cancers have coming towards them. Give me a clue about what Cancers have coming towards them as they go through this transitional phase. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I'm also getting job loss. Somebody could have lost a job or something. Tell me about Cancers. Nine of Pentacles. What they have coming towards it. Look at that farm. Farm to table. Look at that gym. So I feel like, remember I told you guys I felt like green? I felt like you're going to be focusing on your food, your green, grounding. I feel like you're going to be focusing on getting yourself grounded, working out, focusing on your food, strength, training, and endurance. I feel like you're going to get back in the gym. I feel like that's what's going to be happening for you guys. All of you guys are different, you know. There's so many people watching. For some of you, it's going to be work related. Others of you, it'll be relationship. We have beauty salons. You're going to be focusing on self. Cancers, you're going to go get your hair done, your makeup done, relaxing spa services. If you haven't set this up or haven't started doing this, Spirit is telling you right now that you need to do that. You need to focus on yourself. This is self-improvement, self-love, self-care, self-indulgent. I also keep feeling like you need to get outside and get grounded. You may need to go on vacation as well. Tell me about what Cancers have coming towards them as they remain cool, calm, and collected after this drama that they've endured. Jim just came back out again. So Spirit is telling you you need to focus on self. I low-key don't want to pull any more cards because I feel like this is what the message is, and we should just go ahead and just accept that this is what the message is. There's something here about you focusing on self, your body, you're beautifying yourself, your energy, okay? Focusing on that. Underneath that, we have church, spiritual sanctuary, something here about getting in touch with your spiritual side. Remember I was telling you too that you have like unfinished business when it as relates to whatever this circumstance is and this betrayal. So I feel like you need to do some kind of a spiritual cleansing. You need to go, I don't know, if church is your thing, you can go to church, or you can seek out some kind of spiritual counsel, or go see maybe a Reiki healer or something like that. There's something about you guys needing to get yourself back centered again. We have heartbreak place, loss, love, and grief, memories of heartbreak. Yeah, because you haven't left this behind. You're trying to move on from this loss, but you haven't moved on from it yet. You're still operating in a place of grief. Like you're physically moving on, but mentally, spiritually, you haven't. So you have to focus on yourself. I don't know how many times I have to, this is the same message over and over and over again. Yeah. Okay, Cancers, hang in there. Hang in there, Cancers. Focus on self, focus on self, focus on self. Okay, I can't say it enough. Good luck to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Check in with me next time, okay?
Takers and givers, I've been called the latter, but am I really a giver? If I don't give to myself, don't take care of my health, care for everyone else, I usually give away my best, but get into this reset.